Welcome back to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. I'm your host, Amanda Aliberti. Today we're going to be sitting down with attorney Lisa, who's going to discuss the ins and outs of being aware of red flags that might be part of the adoption process. Now let's turn to Lisa.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Peck Goldberg. I'm an adoption attorney here in New York, and I'm here with you today to tell you a little bit about what to watch out for when you're starting your adoption plan. People are terribly afraid of scams or plans that are going to go awry. How do they figure it out before they get started? Well, I wish that I had a crystal ball. We all wish we had that crystal ball to know if your adoption plan was going to go all the way to success, full conclusion. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as the crystal ball. So some things to be aware of, to look out for. If you're contacted by an expectant mother, and she says she has multiples, twins, triplets, that sort of thing, or perhaps an older child, let your spidey senses start to tingle. It's not unheard of, but it's unusual, okay? So it's just something that you want to kind of keep in the back of your mind. The other thing that I always tell my clients, it's very important if you're contacted by an expectant mother to establish a relationship with her on the phone, but start to let her know that she's going to need to speak with your attorney or your agency if you're working with an agency, maybe your caseworker there. After about a week, maybe 10 days or so, if she's still putting off speaking with your attorney or your agency, then I usually tell my clients it's time to let her go. Because most real expectant mothers or birth mothers who are looking to make an adoption plan, they need help. And if you explain to them the only way you can help them, whether it's financially or with housing or food or whatever it is she needs, the only way you can help them is through your attorney to make sure it's all done properly and legally, or through your agency, and she won't speak to them, it's a big red flag to me. The other thing to tell her is that we have to get her own support, her own attorney, which your clients, of course, you, the adoptive parents, will pay for. But so she should want that. We want to set up a team for her, whether it's to get an agency behind her or a counselor or an attorney is very important. So again, if she's resistant and only wants to speak to you, we may not have a real birth mother on the other end of this texting or phone or email, however you're communicating. Another thing you can do is look on Facebook. You'd be surprised how many people you can find on social media. Is she really pregnant? And if she is she posting pictures of her and the baby's father, seemingly very happy? Has she told you about the baby's father? Has she told you he's supportive of the adoptive plan? Has she allowed you to speak to, or does he want to speak to you? He should want to speak to you. They don't always. But if there is a birth father in the picture and he's supposedly supportive of the plan, he should want to have some sort of contact with you. To that end, does she want to meet with you? Is she out of state? Is she willing to have you come to visit, meet her and her extended family? It happens a lot. It's not a red flag per se if she doesn't want you to visit. Sometimes they just don't want to meet you until the baby's born. But it's just something to think about. Are there different stories that are coming out? One day it's something slightly different from another day. You know, again, every situation's different, so there's no hard and fast rule, but trust your gut and speak with your professionals, whether it's your agency or your attorney, and let them assess. One last thing, make sure you are looking at a real sonogram. It's not unheard of for someone to send you a fake picture of a pregnant woman or a fake sonogram. Does it have a date? Does it have her name? And has she signed a HEPA release? Can we actually see medicals? Has somebody, an attorney, gotten eyes on her? Do we know we have a pregnant woman? Okay, so don't go too long down the road with someone if you don't have these basic safeties in place. In the end, discuss what's going on with your adoption professional, and you'll have to trust your gut.
Thanks so much, Lisa, for talking about the ins and outs of the red flags to be aware of in the adoption process. Thanks so much.